It's in the wee hours of the night, guys. How are you? Welcome to Rock and Sports. It's a late Jordan Sancho update that I felt like I don't really want to sleep without bringing it to you live here on Rock and Sports, because it's really happening. It looks like, because throughout the day, very many people have been saying that the deal is really happening. The fee structure has been agreed, and United have submitted a £77 million bid in there. It has been accepted by a team which goes by the names of Borussia Dortmund, and Borussia Dortmund has gone ahead to really search for a replacement of Jadon Sancho, and it looks like they've landed onto one in there, and that is a player who goes by names of is it Melanie, playing for a team which goes by names of Netherlands, knocked out, but he plays for Ajax in there, plays into the Dutch league in there, and looked to be a very stunning lad in there. So guys, thank you for watching in. Rashford knows it's happening. That's what I really want to let you know. Please, if at all you're new to this channel, please subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload here on a daily. Now, let's get into this story. Now, after the England game, there is a tweet that Rashford put up, and there is a man who goes by names of, his handle goes by the names of United Cloud in there. He said, he replied to Marcus Rashford and told him, announce Sancho Marcus in there, and Rashford replied, yes, X, as you see it there. That's what Marcus Rashford came out and replied. Very many people really came out and said it might be an announcement by Rashford, and he knows something's happening. And amongst many that have really talked about this is the king of transfers, who goes by the names of Fabrizio Romano in there, who has come out and said, yes, a man who goes by names of Marcus Rashford knows about this deal. That is a man who goes by names of Fabrizio Romano in there. Now, Fabrizio Romano ran up to this tweet that Rashford said, yes, X, and he really we quote the tweet. He quoted the tweet of Marcus Rashford, and after quoting it, this is what he said. He said, Jadon Sancho deal loading, agent Marcus Rashford knows about it. Hashtag MUFC. Manchester United and Borussia Dortmund will be in direct contact in the next hours in order to complete also final details of the agreement, payment structure around 90 million euros. Sancho to Manchester United. That is a man who goes by names of Fabrizio Romano in there for you. He comes out and says that we are really up into the deal and something big is coming into United in there. Remember, it was Marcus Rashford who really said, they told him, announce Marcus, announce a man who goes by the name of, they told him, announce Sancho Marcus, and Rashford said, yes, X in there. And then Fabrizio Romano came out and really followed up the tweet. We call it quoting the tweet. He quoted the tweet and said, Jadon Sancho deal loading, agent Marcus Rashford knows about it. Hashtag MUFC. Manchester United and Borussia Dortmund will be in direct contact in the next hours in order to complete also final details of the agreement and payment structure. That is the king of transfers in there for you, who goes by names of Fabrizio Romano in there. So that means something might happen tomorrow. Tomorrow is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I really think that by Friday, I think 8, everything will be out. As I told you, as many people are asking that, when do you think this deal will happen? I think by Friday, this deal would have been announced to the world. But even though Sancho wouldn't have been holding the shirt up, but I know one thing, it will be that the Romanos will come out and tweet, everything agreed, everything is done, and we are really just waiting to see a man who goes by names of Jadon Sancho being unveiled by Manchester United. Announcement is waiting, as you see the likes of Patson Daka in there, and very many other players that Fabrizio have really talked about, the Hakimis of this world, and very many others that a man who goes by names of Fabrizio Romano has talked about. I'm having Adam Talk Sports in there. What's up, lad? What's up, lad? Thank you. But this is a story that I couldn't sleep without making, because it's really huge. It's really huge. Marcus Rashford was told to announce Jadon Sancho to Manchester United, and Marcus Rashford said, yes, X, and Romano quoted that tweet and said, he knows it's happening. He knows it's happening. That's what a man who goes by names of Fabrizio came out and said. So what is this all about? What does this mean? It means the deal is imminent and it's happening. This is happening, and Borussia Dortmund last time, we never had Borussia Dortmund saying that they're looking for replacement of Jadon Sancho. But it has leaked out of the news that the lad is really, the team known as Borussia Dortmund is looking for a Jadon Sancho replacement, and they really went in for a Dutch international who plays for Ajax, and they're really eyeing him, and I think they're getting him at and they're really working him, and they are really wanting him at least 20 million pounds in there, and they're really going to make a huge profit in there. So Jadon Sancho to Manchester United is really happening, but I think by the end of this week everything would have been announced by Fabrizio Romano, and maybe United will wait until the end of the Euros, because England looks like is the one delaying this to happen, because when you look, England is really still into the Euros after knocking out Germany. Portugal is out, France is out, all the favorites are out, and the big team that is left into this group is none other than Belgium in here. And one thing I really want to know is, England really has the chance to go up to the final, because when you look, it can beat Belgium even, because England has beaten Belgium into, was it the UEFA League of Nations, what was it? There was a tournament in there that I saw England really beat a team which was known as Belgium, and you look at Belgium players, most of them play into the English Premier League, and I think they know each other. The Tielemans, Kevin De Bruyne in there, who else? Very many other players that really played the Premier League, and others have been playing the Premier League. So to me, I think this deal is going to happen, but what is lagging it is England staying into the Euros, because they don't really want to cause some excitement into Jadon Sancho and very many other players in there, and you never know what is going to happen. And an announcement is really going to be made soon, I think, because when you look at people like Romano coming out and doing this, guys, check out that tweet. He quoted a tweet of Marcus Rashford in there. United and Borussia Dortmund will be into direct contact in the next few hours in order to complete the deal, because most of the reports from Germany have been saying that United have really agreed the deal. When you look at the Build and very many other outlets in there, and they're saying that the deal is done. Not as it was last season. United looks like they are really not far away apart from the amount of money they are requesting for this deal to happen in here at Rokan Sports. And what I want to let you know is that Manchester United is ready to go on and do the needful to get in this deal done, and then settle up Rafael Varane, because he's out of the Euros, and after the Sancho deal, Varane is next. Paul Pogba's future will also be let us know in here. But Jadon Sancho to Manchester United looks like it's happening anytime from now, and I would like to thank you guys for really being in here. If at all you are new here, please subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in on a daily. Smash the like button, comment in here, and tell me what you think about Jadon Sancho, because when you look at how things, Marcus Rashford looks like he knows that this deal is happening. After sipping some water, I come back and really tell you that this is happening. And let's not forget that United made Jadon Sancho its priority last summer, and he didn't get it because Dortmund wanted 108 million pounds in there, close to 120 million euros in there, and Man United were willing to offer 90 million pounds in there, and United really failed to land into that deal. And after failing to land into that deal, what happened? It was United in for Amad Diallo, Pelestri, Edson Cavani, Alex Telles, and a player who goes by the name of Danny Van Beek in there. So after all that, United goes back to Borussia Dortmund, and this time round, we're all both sides. When you hear the news coming in from England and the news coming in from Germany, they are all tallying, and they are conveying the same message, and the same message is Manchester United has agreed terms with Borussia Dortmund, and this third bid has been accepted by Borussia Dortmund, and expect lots of things to happen in this week, because United looks like this time round they are going in big for Jadon Sancho, and it's happening not further than this week. That's what we know, because I know a here we go is soon, and it's going to come, and Fabrizio Romano will soon come up and say deal has been agreed, everything is done, paperwork signed, and Manchester United, it's all up to it, either to announce Sancho or to let England get done with its Euro tournament. Then they will come back here and then tell us the real truth about that deal. So to me, I think it's happening, guys. And when I look at Adam Talk Sports has come out and said Romano working hard on the deal for a year only to be beat by Rashford. Alright, but he really came out and quoted him, but I think he has been really giving us a very good cover up of the deal in here onto Rokan Sports and very many other sports reporters all over the world. Romano is really doing a great job into this deal. Here we go at 4 a.m. I don't really trust that. I don't really know whether it will come through. That is Adam Talk Sport says. Here we go at exactly 4 a.m. You never know. Romano can tweet it. You never know. Anything can happen in the transfer. I'm 100% sure that anything can happen as far as the transfer market is concerned. When you look at things that are trending in the world, however much England has won, when you look at the trends, Sancho is taking over the trend. So it shows you that United is really looking. United fans are really waiting to see to it that this deal is happening, because England has won. But let me check up the trending tweets in the world. England is third. Let me see, where is Sancho? World tweet Sancho is not there, but very many countries I see Sancho trending in there all over, because it looks like he is the big deal that people really want to see it happening into this summer, and they don't want to see United not get this player. What does it mean when United gets Sancho? It means that competition on the left wing has really increased, and on the right wing, because Jadon Sancho plays on both wings. He plays on the right wing and on the left wing. But when you look at the left wing of Manchester United, we are having two players very good. Look at Marcus Rashford and Anton Martial. Both are good, and we welcome that competition in there. And Jadon Sancho will be competing with Mason Greenwood and Amad Diallo. That is something that a team needs. Let's build up the competition at Manchester United, because Sancho is a man who I think is really going to get a very good reception at United, and he's really going to do the best, because the reason as to why Jadon Sancho wants to come and prove in England is, how come a player who goes by the names of Saka starts ahead of Sancho on the England national team? The reason is simple. Saka plays for Arsenal into the English Premier League, and Sancho plays in Germany. The same applies to Phil Foden. How come Phil Foden starts ahead of Jadon Sancho? Yet he is really a better player. The answer is Jadon Sancho doesn't play in England. You get, because when you look at Saka and the player who goes by the names of Phil Foden, Sancho is far a much talent than them. And when you put him on the pitch, he offers lots of things. You get? You just seen the manager introducing just one player who goes by the names of Jack Grealish, and things change. Now imagine having Jack Grealish and Jadon Sancho onto the same pitch when England is playing. What does that mean? It means creativity would have increased, or would have been increased to another level, because Sancho is a more creative player than Phil Foden and a player who goes by the names of Saka. Saka is really a good player, but you cannot compare him with Jadon Sancho. When Jadon Sancho comes into the English Premier League, he's really going to prove very many people wrong. Very many people say that he's overrated, but to me, I think Sancho is really that deal that United can't even sleep over. A player who really has assists and goals with him. Secondly, he's not a selfish player. Look at Marcus Rashford. He's selfish. That's one of the reasons as to why I really feel like Rashford should improve onto that. The reason as to why Rashford is not starting the English team is that he's selfish. Before he thinks of really giving his fellow player who is placed in a better position to come out and score the goal, Rashford instead goes on to shoot. You get? Yet a good player has to first come out and see who is well placed, all well positioned to see to it that this ball really, when I give it to him, is going to shoot. Selfish. That's not Jadon Sancho. Sancho is really a far much better player. He's not selfish. He's a quality player. He is really the best right winger in the world right now in his age bracket. Name any right winger that you know that is better than Jadon Sancho in his age bracket. Do you know any? Name any. Who has statistics like those of Jadon Sancho? No one really matches his statistics. No one matches the statistics of Jadon Sancho. I can assure you right here on Rokan Sports. Bring them here and we'll really see them. And it worries you that England having one of the best, England having the best right winger in the world compared to talent and statistics, England is not playing him. England is not playing him. But all in all, God is still with Gareth Southgate. He has won today. Sancho has not played. He has only played 6 minutes into the Euros. That is Sancho for you. But all I can confirm to you is that Fabrizio Romano has quoted a tweet of a lad who goes by names of Jadon Sancho, of Marcus Rashford in there, and he has said that agent Jadon Sancho deal loading, agent Marcus Rashford knows about it. That's what a person who goes by names of Fabrizio Romano has come to and tweeted, and he has confirmed to us that Manchester United and Borussia Dortmund will be in direct contact in the next hours in order to complete also final deal details of the agreement and payment structure in there. So that is it I had for you here on Rokan Sports. Thank you guys for watching in. It's always nice having you onto the channel. Thank you guys for watching in. This is already onto this channel. Thank you for always keeping it Rokan Sports. And Jordan Sancho to Manchester United is happening. Thank you.